Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Saturday. Anyway, the being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this weekend, just in case you're going out, you know, to have a good time. Make sure you are safe, and like I always said before, don't feel as though we're accepted as much as people like to believe, because we are not. So make sure you watch your surroundings, and just because you're around a group of people who are like you, always keep your guard up. Those just my opinion. You know, I have trust issues, which you already know. I don't trust people because I've seen too much, and I know a lot of things I'm not supposed to see, but I see it. And, you know, the girls like us are being murdered by guys who are having sex with us to sit back saying they didn't know. And, you know, it's kind of made me much more not trusting when it comes down to people and stuff. Because once upon a time, oh God, this video's going too loud, but anyway. Once upon a time, I wanted to be with someone and stuff, you know, so I could be home and, you know, watching movies and stuff like that, but that life doesn't seem to be available for me. And I did like people told me to do. They was like, well, you know, you need to expand or date outside your race. So I dated all the races, and all the races sent me back, and went to the blacks and they sent me back, you know, so I'm like, okay, I'm good, you know, it's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. And then, you know, it got me thinking, women, you know, it's like the next thing, you know, but I have to stay true to myself. You know, I love women and stuff like that, but I know that that's not what I'm into and stuff like that. And I always feel as though if I took a chance with that, that would be more like just a matter of time before I go back. That's kind of like, it's not funny, but it's kind of like detransitioning back into that world, you know. That's how I see it. But anyway, you know, there's a thing called you forgiving someone to move forward in your life. You don't forgive because you forgive them. You forgive them and let them go, because you're basically saying, I have to forgive you so I can move forward in my life and stuff like that. And that's the reason why they're telling people, you know, to start forgiving people, you know, so you can move forward in life, so it don't be a crutch to hold you back, you know, with the things that you want to do in life and stuff. Well, I don't know who made that rule. I don't know where it came from, but I'm going to tell you this. This is my opinion. Y'all can take that and send that right back to wherever y'all invented that from, just like this fucking, oof. I said a curse word. Just like the transgender umbrella, you can take it all the way back as well. You know, and the thing about it is that, you know, I feel like this. When they say, you know, you forgive the other person, I'm not going to forgive. And I have to get, and it's funny because with me, I have to keep telling myself, don't forgive them, don't forgive them. Remember what they did, remember what they did, remember what they did. Because I notice when it comes to people who hurt you, it's not that big of a deal. You know, it's petty. Whatever argument we got into, it's petty, girl. Just forget about it. It was petty because you picked the fight with me. But if I picked the fight with you, it's like, you know, I have nothing to do with you. Now, I've watched this whole thing play out and stuff with this double standard thing when it comes down to being petty and stuff like that. You know, and for some reason, a lot of people hit me up and stuff, and I always, have you ever talked to somebody who hurt you? And this is real. Let's talk real for a minute. Have you ever talked to someone who hurt you, like really bad hurt you? And it's like they ain't even bothered. Like, it's like, they're like, yeah, well, what's going on with you? And you're like, am I hearing this right? You know, it's not like you're saying anything back to them, but it's like you're in shock, because it's like you want to carry on a regular conversation after everything that went on with us, you know, and the disagreement and stuff. And I learned that about a lot of guys that's been hitting me up, calling me and stuff on my phone and stuff. They're not bothered. Well, I just want to see how you're doing, and, you know, I just want to check up on you. Check up on me for what? Like, your job is done here. Congratulations. You said you wasn't like the rest, and you was like the rest. So, you know, and I know I keep bringing the same thing up, but because I think it's so amazing how they hit you up like it's no problem. Like, it's petty. Oh, you know, this is my thing. we're in the belly of the beast. And I've seen too much with these eyes that I really don't need to see. And once upon a time, that dream of having a man and we fight and we take over the world together, you know, I got your back, you got mine. I learned that that man is not coming. The man that's going to be able to save me is the man that I look in the mirror. It's going to be me. You know, and the thing about it is that I tried all the races and stuff, and they said, you know, date a white man, a white man is future. I said it before and I said it again. And I kind of took a chance because I thought one guy, you know, I met that he would be a little more different, but I learned, and he was very much wake-up call to let me go. You know, well, why am I doing this? I'm just beating myself up. And sometimes you slip up and you kind of start listening. Just maybe this time will be different. But it seems like for the people like me, the girls like me, it seems like the results are always seem to be the same. You know, he has sex with you and it's just a matter of time before he dumps you and stuff. And so they want you to forgive them so they can come back around you. They miss you. And the thing about it is that it doesn't bother them. You know, it doesn't bother them that they hurt you. It's not that big of a deal. That's why I say, I'm not forgiving you. I have to keep reminding myself, do not forgive you. I'm not going to forgive you. You're not coming back. I'm not going to forgive you. Every time I turn around, every time you turn around, you keep saying, oh my God, would you let it rest? Yes. When you stop fucking calling me, I can let it rest. See, this is the thing about forgiveness. You forgive people, right? And the next thing you know, they come doing the same shit, if not something else new, that they were supposed to do. And then they like, and then they have this other attitude, you know, all over again. God was here. They have this other attitude all over again, like, you know, well, I thought you was gonna forgive me about that. Yeah, but you're still doing shit. You know, and that's the thing about it. How can you forget somebody who's still doing the same shit? But then they get mad at you because it's like, well, I thought we was past this. How can we get past it? But then I had to blame myself. I said, you know what? You went to this person's school. They told you everything that you needed to know about that school. And you walked out like you ain't learned a damn thing. And then when that school be into this stuff again, you like, oh, well, maybe. No, bitch. They already told you everything you needed to know from that school. You need to move on to the next level. So you went elementary, high school, college, whatever, bachelor's, master's, medical, whatever it needs to be. You just keep moving on. So, you know, the thing about it is I had to learn that to let it go. You know, I had to start living with people and their truth because, believe it or not, a lot of things we take on, we actually take on experiences as far as being in relationships or our parents or, you know, we kind of bring it with us without even acknowledging that's what we're doing, but we do. And a lot of times we want love because sometimes it seems like unavailable to a lot of us. And some of us are really even go as low. And I learned that there's a lot of things being taken advantage of when it comes to girls like us and men that can help us and stuff and do things for us. They don't care nothing about us, you know. And I'm not saying all men and stuff, but you know, there are some good guys out there. I have to say that as a disclaimer, but you already know how I really feel. You know, and I understand people say, well, baby, you know, it is what it is. I only can tell you my story. Everybody has a different story, and I'm sure some people have success stories, but I don't see too many of them. And it's like every time I turn around, another 5 minutes, the other girls now are trans women, and everybody's a transgender, and it's like a joke to me now because everybody's a transgender. A man put on the heels with a beard with some shorts on, ain't shaving, hair on his arms, put on some heels and the short, he's now a trans woman. I can't. This whole thing came from us using the bathroom, and it just became a big circus of a joke to me. You know, and I would love to be on the outside, but unfortunately I'm included in that joke. So when I watch how people make fun of them, I'm saying, well, you know, that's what they see you as too, you know. And I wanted to have a disclaimer, you know, and put myself away from it. But reality is that that's what they call me, so that's what they call them. And then they say, you know, a transgender man. And so they look at me and the man as a transgender. So that's another thing they're confused about. And people I know that don't mean no harm, they told me the same thing, you're a transgender man. So no, it's a transgender woman. Oh. But reality, they see it's a transgender man. This shit is so confusing. It's such a big fucking mistake. You know, the whole thing is a joke. But anyway, You know, we should have left things the way they was and stopped trying to modernize every damn thing and stuff. If we let people start dealing with their truth and, you know, we can move forward. But we want to start this lie shit. This is getting too fucking big and it's out of. So when they tell me, they say, you need to forgive. You know, you have to forgive people. You know, you forgive and forget. Yes, I'm going to forgive you, but I want to forget you. That means when I forget you, I don't want you to come around. I want to forget all about you, everything about you, because I don't want you to come around. Because I feel like if I forgive and forget, the same shit is coming back with you. And it's like somebody who killed somebody in your family. When they show up, you go, oh, I forgive you, because if I don't forgive you, I can't move on my life. Fuck that. Wherever that shit came from, y'all can take it right back to the person who put it out there. It's probably somebody who did some shit to somebody else that started it, you know, hurt somebody. It's like, well, you need to forgive me. It's the place of forgiveness. That's what it shit. It should start by somebody who done fucked somebody else over. They want everybody to join in the party to make their asses look right. Anyway, the being said, I just want to share this story with you. And the thing I want to talk about spirits. Anyway, I want to share this story with you, and I love your feedback as far as being a forgiving person. And I'll let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching Catch the Ray.